Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Miles. Today's video is really just going to be about it's just going to be about like what guns you should be using and what maps and stuff like that. For example, I use an MCW for the most part. Some of that's just kind of personal preference. I used to use the Rival 9, but I decided to kind of switch it up because I decided that I was better when it comes to recoil control, so I decided to pick a gun that does a little bit more damage and requires a little bit more recoil control. So I started using that. I used to use the MCW. It's really personal preference because right now those are going to be probably the two best guns in the game right now, other that are going to be in ranked play. For example, the Holger 5.56 is not going to be in ranked play, but it is a very good, very solid AR. As goes for the BAS-B. It's a battle rifle. It's really good, but again, not in ranked play. This game that I'm showing right now is just going to be me not really using my gun, just working on movement, checking corners, using my karambit and just kind of working with that a little bit. Now, not everyone uses a karambit as a secondary. Some people do. Some people just kind of use it to, I guess, really just kind of personal preference. Most people use a Renetti, I would say, just because it's a really solid secondary. My duo, the Reverend, he uses the Renetti. He's pretty solid with it. If you can hit your shots with it, it's a really good thing that you can switch to. That way, you, in case you run out of bullets or you need something just to pull out really quick, you can do that using the Renetti. And if you do have a karambit, you can't really get that range. You really have to be right up on them, and so you have to be either really good at movement, and that, I mean, to use a karambit, that you just need good movement, really is really just that's all it really takes. Now, if you're using the Renetti, you should have some movement skills. That definitely should be part of it, but having accuracy and consistency is definitely gonna be your best friend when it comes to that. And if you want to know what my loadout is or my attachments for any of my guns or anything like that, if you go and check out one of my other videos, I do have a video about my loadout and what I have on it. Now, there are specific loadouts that some pros use. Personally, I don't do that. I prefer to use my own skills and make it off of that. For example, I don't really see a whole lot of people using the DR6 hand stop. Now, on an SMG, yes, people do use that. Like, there's a really good Rival 9 build that uses that, and it gives you really good recoil control, and which is what I use on my Rival 9 right now, it is in my other video, and you'll see that it's pretty good for recoil control if you can do that. But when it comes to my MCW, I use the same hand stop. But for everything else, I just kind of know what I'm good at, like whether you're better at movement and you want ADS speed, or whether you are better at recoil control, or if you're not good at recoil control, have attachments that kind of take that down a little bit. It's really just, I mean, honestly, this game is a lot about personal preference, but if you really should be working on movement's going to be hands down one of your best friends. And also, because they don't allow stims in ranked play, that's really what my channel is going to be about. It's going to be around ranked play, my journey in ranked play, my placement, stuff like that. And of course, my duo, he's also going to be in some of my videos, not specifically this one, but in a lot of mine, he will be in my videos. Personally, I even got the gilded skin on the karambit just because I enjoy using it. It's pretty satisfying getting to sneak up on people, and also it frustrates people, which is always really funny. Of course, I don't ever actually show my audio during the game because when I die, I tend to rage. So I do kind of mute that a little bit, but this is really just kind of what that's about. So, I mean, it really just depends on maps. There's some maps like High Rise. That one's kind of a mix. You'd be really okay using anything when it comes to AR or SMG, is specifically to what I'm referring. Personally, I use an AR. I use an AR for almost everything unless it's meat. Which meat isn't in ranked play, but if you are going to be playing meat, you should definitely 100% use an SMG. And when it comes to like Karachi, Skid Row, a lot of these are AR maps. There are probably more AR maps in ranked play than there are SMG, and people can just kind of, you know, use their own prerogative, and you need to be able to swap if you need to. Unless you're just really all around solid with one gun, then you should be able to be prepared to have to switch to a different gun if you need to. And that's really all there is to it with that. You just really need to become good with one or two guns. That way, if you need to switch it up somehow, you can. And that's really just all this. That's really all ranked play is about, is just getting better at what you're already good at. And once ranked play comes out, of course, my content will change a little different, because I'll be kind of showing different tips and tricks and stuff like that, like just a couple tips when it comes to that kind of stuff. First of all, slide canceling. If you don't know how to slide cancel, you definitely need to learn. Basically, all you have to do is, while you are sprinting, you need to slide, and then you just hit A, the jump button. Now personally, I use a SCUF controller, so I have back buttons to be able to do that, and that's what my back buttons are. I only use 2 of my 4, and I use those for slide canceling. Slide canceling is a really important mechanic. And definitely checking every corner, especially if you're going to be playing search and destroy where every shot counts. Checking every corner can become really handy. Checking above and below you, paying attention to your minimap, again, is a huge thing that you should pay attention to, because your minimap is going to be your best friend. If someone fires or anything like that, you need to know where that is, so if you want to push that fight, you can try to be as aware of where they are as you can possibly be. And I'm just trying to think of any other tips right now, but I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna be coming out with some more videos. I will probably have a couple videos where, I don't know, I might just camo grind some, or maybe some sort of like difficult challenge, like only throwing knives or something like that, just until ranked play comes out. Because once ranked play comes out, that's where we're gonna really hit hard. We're gonna be talking a lot about how to rank up, stuff like that, and that's really it for that. But thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell notification.